All right, here we go. Thanks, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We're a little bit early. We got about 7+ minutes until we go live on the field out here in the Masters Academy for the 2024 American Youth Football All-Star Game. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, folks, once again, just reminding you, we've got about 3 minutes or so before we go live. 3 minutes or so before we go live, I'd like to welcome you to the pre-broadcast, if you will, of the 2024 American Youth Football National All-Star Game About 60 of the best 8th graders in the country have gathered here down in Orlando for the game being played at the Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. You'll see very shortly the blue turf will pop up on the screen, and we'll go through some of the beginning intros. So sit tight, relax. We are about to come back at you. All right, just checking in with the crowd one more time. Got a bunch of you watching on YouTube, a bunch of you watching on Facebook. Just once again reminding you, we are somewhere, and I know I'm going to say 2 minutes again, and I said it before, but we are somewhere around 2 minutes or so from going live, taking care of some technical difficulties, not on the media side, but down on the field, making sure everything is set, refs are set, scoreboard is set. We'll be checking back in with you very shortly. Thank you much.
Just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
We take 30 kids, and that is from anywhere from Rhode Island to Florida on the East Coast and between. Cohesion's a big part of it. The kids don't know each other, unless they came here with somebody from their own team, they don't really know each other.
First day one, I wanted to see, what the quarterbacks look like, what our skills look like, and right now, I am on pins and needles because I want this game to happen. I think we got something special. Like, I've been doing this about 4 or 5 years as a GM. This is the first time the size that we have. Look at that group right there. O-line, D-line guys. This team is huge.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
And here we go. We are live from the 16th annual 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star Game. Coming to you from Oviedo, Florida, the Masters Academy. You are checking out some of the pre-game film taken at the Academy, that nice blue turf. There's the East team you'll see in white, the West team you'll see in burgundy. Now's the live shot from the field as we await the announcements to the teams coming out. 2024 sees us at a new location down here in Florida. Coming back following the Pro Bowl, courtesy of the NFL. Thank you very much, Oben. Appreciate all of the help and assistance you do with everything. For the kids of American Youth Football and the experience in general. Following the Pro Bowl, who left Vegas because obviously the Super Bowl is in Vegas this year. So the Pro Bowl is back in Orlando, the same spot we were 3 years ago, at least for the Pro Bowl. We're in a different spot here. Again, coming from the Masters Academy from Oviedo, Florida.
Starting with number 1 from Ohio and the Guinea League Panthers, Elvis Kousakis. Number 2 from the Guinea League Panthers, Jalen Edwards. Number 3 from the state of Colorado, The 5280 Junior Buffs, Luke Rubley. Number 4, from the Southfield Falcons of Michigan, Jeremiah Cross. Number 7, from Ohio and the McGinn Elite Panthers, Amir Lemon. Number 9, from Michigan, hailing from the team Michigan Tigers, Wesley Keys. Number 10, from Washington, Air Academy, Amosa Masana. Number 11, from Arizona and the team Future U, Jackson Whitaker. Number 20, from the McGinn Elite Panthers of Ohio, Elijah Harris. Number 21, Julian Ferrari from Future U. Number 22, also from the state of Arizona and Future U, Max Alcaverde. Number 24, from the Detroit Seahawks, Damaris Daniels. Number 27, from Ohio and the Columbus Dream, Laurel Hairston. Number 28, from Top Floor in Arizona, Yaheem Brown. Number 40, from Texas, El Paso United, Dion Torres. Number 44, from the OG Ducks of California, Sasifa Viliami. Number 50, from the Old Town Ducks of Michigan, Randy Ellis. Number 52, also from Old Town Ducks of Michigan, DeAndre Hill. Number 55, from the Old Town Ducks of Michigan, Jaden Evans. Number 58, from Eastside Cowboys of Michigan, Elijah Willis. Number 60, Landon Wade from Chandler Bears in Arizona. Also number 60, from the OG Ducks of California, Peter McDonald. Number 72, from the Northtown Wolfpack of Nevada, Alphonse Rossi. Number 80, from the Arizona Suns out of Arizona, Byron Brandon. Number 84, from the Buckeye State of Ohio, Anthony Jemison. Number 85, from the OG Ducks of California, Max Fuentes. Number 92, from Nevada, the Junior Diamondbacks, Matthew Ergot. Number 95, from Air Academy, Joel JJ Taivasa.
Let's go, JJ!
And number 99, from the Chandler Bears of Arizona, Chaden Ism. Now, for your 2024 AYF 8th grade All-Star, Team East, from New Jersey, number 1, the Brick City Lions, Gabe Kemp. Number 2, from Wachusett Mountaineers in Massachusetts, Christopher Lefebvre. Number 3, from the North Carolina Giants, from North Carolina, Michael Walker. Number 4, from the Matawan Huskies of New Jersey, Nosim Brown. Number 5, from the North Carolina Giants, in North Carolina, Jamil Watson. Number 7, from New Jersey, in the Sayreville Bombers, Jason Boreski. Number 9, from New Jersey, in the Southern Rams, Cole Celeste. Number 10 from New Jersey, the Howell Rebels, Brock Goodman. Number 11 from Brick City Lions in New Jersey, Xavier Rodriguez. Number 21 from the Treasure Coast Spartans here in Florida, Josh Dean. Number 22 from the North Carolina Giants, Landon Harding. Number 40 from New Jersey in the Wall Knights, Jesse Roth. Number 44 from the Boca Braves here in Florida, Zach Sellis. Number 50 out of D.C. in the Beacon House Falcons, William Crawford. Number 52 from the Worcester Cowboys in Massachusetts, J.J. Montague. Number 55 from the Boca Braves in Florida, Anthony Segura. Number 56 from the Brick City Lions in New Jersey, Mark Rajapal. Number 58 from the Mississippi Wolfpack in Mississippi, Rory Vaughn. Number 60 from the 919 Chiefs of North Carolina, Trevor Howard. Number 72 from Treasure Coast in Florida, Andrew Pisane. Number 75 from the North Philly Blackhawks in Pennsylvania, Aiden Vernon. Number 77 from the Mississippi Wolfpack, David Bryant. Number 84 from the Mississippi Wolfpack, Jamori Dennis. Number 92 from the Mississippi Wolfpack, Amos Bernardo. And number 9 from the Maryland Heat in Maryland, Darius Shakir. Ladies and gentlemen, your coaches for the 8th grade All-Star West team, L.J. Miller, Matt Boone, Nick Offenberger, Kenyon Albert, Mark Miller, and Robert Taylor. GM is Lawrence Lee, and the head coach is Leroy Owens. For the East team, assistant coaches Pat Riley, Al Worry, Ryan Lindsay, Rod Mack, Mike Postel, Chuck Thomas. The GM is Lou Montanaro, and the head coach is Nasir Gaines. Thank you, everybody. Let's get football going. If you're able, and we'd ask you to rise and face to the right side. There should be a flag there, hats off, and prepare for the national anthem.
All right, we are back live. Believe it or not, the game is about to finally start. National anthem is done. All of the introductions are done. Thank you all that are hanging out and cruising with us tonight. Again, this is the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade National All-Star Game being played at the Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. I am literally trying to turn on Facebook so I can see you guys at the same time, make fun of me and whatever else you want to do while you're out there. All right, coin toss going to be happening in the center of the field. East is dressed up in all Nike white. West Coast, Nike burgundy. Everything donated by Nike. We appreciate their partnership. Kids literally show up. They got socks, headbands, jerseys.
Welcome to the 16th annual 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star.
They needed their helmets, their shoulder pads, and girdles. That was it. Everything else came from them, from Nike and all of our other sponsors. So we appreciate that, and you'll see some commercials coming up for the sponsors throughout the course of the evening. All right, there you go. East has opted to receive. They're going to be going our right to left. All right, as you can hear, crowd is into it. It's been a great group of parents here this weekend. Got to meet a bunch of them, got to chat with a bunch of them. Become pretty friendly in the lobby as we're hanging out before and after the meetings. It's a great experience for the kids. I won't say it's as good for the parents. They're not doing as much, but definitely no child left behind at the 8th grade All-Star games here in American Youth Football. Obviously, hey, it's an All-Star game. There are a lot of people that call things All-Star games. And I will tell everybody that this is your only true invite-only All-Star game. Nobody's cutting a check. Nobody's saying, give me $750 and you can play with us. Give me $1,000 and you can play with us, and we're going to call ourselves an All-Star game. This is actually an All-Star game. Kids are invited. There's sponsors that cover just about everything. Get them here, and they'll play. So the kick now. West boots that one left to right on my side. Received at the 6. Tripped up and tackle made somewhere right around the 20 or so. Number 80 is in there for the West. And that's going to be the Arizona Suns, Byron Brandon, reaching up and kind of making the final tackle on a little bit of a slip up there. East is going to be starting off, again, my right to left. They're going to be 1st and 10 from right around the 20.
East will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Going back to describing the game, it's the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star game again, not a pay-to-play. It is the only true All-Star game in the nation, 8th grade All-Star game in the nation. Varsity Media doing a great game of a broadcast. You can see everything that they do up on the screens, making this as professional as they can. East takes that one around the right side, fighting his way forward for somewhere around 11 yards or so. Looks like he's going to be up to the 31.
That's going to be enough for an East.
Going to be just shy of the 30, but they're still going to move the chains. First and 10 runs into first and 10. So you will see throughout the course of the day, we'll do some commercials. We'll talk back about a lot of the things that have gone on all weekend long. One of the things that you'll have the opportunity to see not only today, but you'll be able to go back on Facebook and on YouTube and see Media Day. Media Day is phenomenal. It's an evening that is dedicated to interviewing the kids and some of the coaches individually. They come in groups of 2 or 3. They get asked a series of questions, and they answer in their own words. There's nobody else in the room but them, myself, and the video crew, and Ben from Varsity Media who conducts the interview. You get to get a sense of the kids' pride and the kids' emotion, literally. Some of these kids, they're characters, that's for sure. You get to see them laugh, you get to see them joke, but simultaneously you get to see them become pretty emotional. You've got a couple of kids here that dedicated the games to certain loved ones that are both with us and not with us anymore, dedicating the game to their mother because they're a self-proclaimed mama's boy, and obviously taking care of mom who's taking care of him. That was very cool to hear. Something you want to look into when you get the chance. The media night and media day interviews here were phenomenal this year. Not a lot of trash talking. The last couple of years there's been a lot of trash talking. West is going to beat up on East. East is going to beat up on West. Who predicts the scores? Who this, who that? It's all in fun. Obviously, everybody is friendly here. Competition on the field, but off the field, everybody is friends. So it's kind of cool to hear some of the trash talk. There was none of that this year at all. A lot of respect down there in that field. Two head coaches that are just literally kicking back and enjoying everything. You got L.J. Miller is the coach of the West, and the coach of the East is Leroy. The head coach Nasir for the East out of Brick City. Just a very humble individual. He's just happy to have been invited to be here and work with the coaches, and it was very cool to hear the same from Leroy. Another, both of these men have their name etched in stone in youth football, specifically with AYF. And you look at some of the other coaches that they're working with, the assistant coaches. I mean, it's the who's who of coaches, and they were very quick to point that out. They are not shy to say that they are amongst giants as far as the coaches are concerned. Nasir paid a lot of respect to Rod Mack, paid a lot of respect to Coach Lindsay, Coach Riley, Coach Thomas. Very cool to hear the humbleness involved, and that's AYF. Not a lot of attitude, a lot of respect, and do the best that we can amongst everybody, and then go from there. Go back to the game a little bit. We're looking 4th and short. East is punting that one. That one takes a heck of a ride. Going to be grabbed at the 27. No shot at a return. Number 2 grabbing that one, 84, making the tackle. So Jaden Edwards from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio grabs that one. But number 84, Jameer Dennis, check this replay out. No shot at a return there. No shot at a return as the Mississippi Wolfpack steps up and makes that tackle. Forward progress is going to be marked somewhere around the 22 or so, maybe the 23. And that's where the West is going to get their first bite at the apple. They're going to be 1st and 10 from there. As you can hear, JJ from Air Academy in Washington's got a little bit of a fan club here. Going deep, pass left side, intercepted by East. Intended for number 7, Amir Lemon from the Gin Elite Panthers. That wound up getting intercepted by, I believe, number 11. Let's check the replay out. Xavier Rodriguez from the Brick City Lions covering good. You'll see it come up here in a second. He gets some air, grabs that ball, and it is now East ball again. Great replay by Varsity Media. Appreciate Ben and his team being here, doing what they do with this production. All right, here we go. East is now 1st and 10 from the 46 of West. So we know we've got a bunch of parents and a bunch of family members watching back home, both on YouTube and on Facebook. But for those that may not be with AYF, if you're not with us and you're checking it out to see what we're all about, We're going to tell you how good we are, but guess what? You really want to talk about it? You really want to come see what we're all about? Why don't you get a pen? I'm going to give you an email address that you're going to email, and then we're going to reach out for you, and we're going to set you up so you can see what we're all about. You can see that there's no child left behind. You can see what AYF does for anyone and or everyone that joins. So you got your pen? Because here it comes. You're going to email Craig, C-R-A-I-G, at AmericanYouthFootball.com. Anyone interested in joining American Youth Football, please reach out to Craig. He will set up a meeting or 2 or 3 between him and D. Grayer. That's football and cheer, by the way. You want to come over on the cheer side, reach out for Craig. He'll get you in contact with the right people. Tara, our national director, and we'll get involved on the region level and maybe even beyond that. But one way or the other, it all starts with your email to Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com. You'll get to see what AYF is all about. You'll get to see what the competition is about. That one just aired out deep right side. Grabbing that one is number 11, fresh off of his pick, Xavier Rodriguez from the Brick City Lions. Newark, New Jersey is home. The replay on Varsity Media, check that out. Boom. Grabs that, keeps it in, fights it. 11 versus 11, and the white versus burgundy. East grabs that one. They're moving the chains. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 10 for East. Inside of the red zone of the West, the first chance is somebody getting close to putting some points on the board. Looks like it might be coming right here. Number 77 approaching the line. Big boy center there from the Mississippi Wolfpack, David Bryant. Great kid. Got the chance to talk to him in the days preceding the game. Looking back, pass is going left side. Number 4 up and in the air. And it's going to be a touchdown East. That pass is complete to Brown from the Matawan Huskies of New Jersey. First one on the board is going to be East with 6. Here we go, Varsity Media replay. Looking right, throws left, up in the air, got tangled up. Who's going to come up with it? 4 says it's mine, and thank you. Flicks the ball to the ref, and now we're looking at the point after. Number 9, kick, down. Kick is up for the 2 points. It is good. Number 9 winds up calling that one. Cole Celeste from the Southern Rams. For those of you who don't know, I happen to hail from NJAYF, and I've gotten the chance to call that young man's name over the course of several years. That's a name that you should write down. You're going to hear about it going into his college years, that's for sure. Great kicker, great sportsman, great kid. Blessed enough to know him from back home. So with that being said, East is now up 8-0, 7:21 left to go in the first. And we're going to see East kicking off my right to left from the 40. So what did we do this week? What happened this week and what's going on this week and what did everybody see and do? Well, number 1, there was a little bit of travel between the hotel and the practice field. Practice field, they got served lunch. Made our way to Publix, got some decent food for the kids. Kind of funny watching them grab the food and argue with each other over it. Whose is better? Mine's better. This is better. It was kind of funny, just kind of cool to see all of the personalities from around the country gather, especially when you get 30 kids where you may have 2 or 3 kids, from the same team or the same town together. But for the most part, you've got a bunch of strangers that are coming together trying to gel with each other. So player check-in, pretty cool. They come in, we say hello, we introduce the parents, give them some paperwork, giving them the itinerary for the 4 days that they're going to be here, and basically letting the parents know, hey, look, the kids are going to be mini adults for the next couple of days while they're going to be staying with you in a hotel. They are going to be ours, basically from about 7 a.m. to about 10 p.m. every day. Maybe even earlier. 6:30 is basically breakfast time. 6:30 to 7:30 is breakfast time. Kids check in. They get a bag. They get their lanyard that says that they are a player, which allows them access to a bunch of stuff inside of the hotel and everywhere that we go. And then they walk into what has been called the handout room, the drip room, the gear room. I mean, I don't know what you want to call it. This is what I know. They walk into the uniforms that they're wearing, donated by Nike. They walk into a whole bunch of stuff from a whole bunch of sponsors all over the table that they are allowed to take one each of and work their way around. Prime water bottles. I'm going to see if I can remember them all, man. Prime water bottles, some Prime pins, a whole bunch of T-shirts and sweatshirts courtesy of the NFL, of Battle, and a couple of the other sponsors. Again, we'll get through them because I'm never going to remember them all. Championship cups by Blingwear. Again, Nike with the uniforms. You've got the headbands, the gloves, visors. Oakley this year coming in big with visors and sunglasses for the kids. $120 sunglasses. Here comes the replay and a great play that I'm talking over. Watch this. You ready? You're going to see Juke, and then you're going to say, uh-oh, call the trainer. He broke his ankles. He really didn't, but number 21 definitely wound up going left when he should have went right. Number 1 picks up a couple of more yards on that one for the West. Winds up at about the 35 where they move the chains, and it's 1st and 10. So back to the drip room. I went through the Prime water bottles, the Prime pins. Prime had literally dozens of things there. The Nike full uniforms, soup to nuts, the same exact thing the NFL uses. Blingwear cups. There was tons of T-shirts from the NFL, from Battle. I mean, again, you name it. These kids were walking out with anything in or everything. Backplates, Zenith backplates. Not all of them are using them. A couple of them have them on. Some of them had their own. You'll see some of them were wearing, I'm going to call it a ski mask for when it gets colder. Maybe they think it's cold here now. I certainly don't, but you'll see some of them on the sidelines wearing the white ski mask with the AYF logo. Definitely, I mean, every year it's more and more for the kids. It's kind of crazy. All of the stuff that they get, it's our sponsors are huge, and the number one sponsor, not the number one, but the big dog sponsor, we call him the number one, Roman Oben from the NFL. Our partnership with him in the NFL is second to none, and we appreciate, Roman, all that you do. I have not seen you yet this week. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to kind of shaking your hand, and once again saying thanks for a great year, not for me, but for the kids. The experience here for the kids is, again, second to none. And, again, we know we got a bunch of parents. We got a bunch of family members watching back home. But, this message is also going for those who want to join AYF. Get your pen and write it down. You're going to hear me say it a bunch of times. Craig, C-R-A-I-G, at AmericanYouthFootball.com. It all starts with that email. That email is going to get you in contact with Craig and Dee Grayer, the National Football Commissioner. You'll wind up chatting with the region that you're in, and it goes for cheer as well. You're watching a game, you got a wife, a girl, you're involved in cheering, you just happen to be watching a game, you want to come over from whatever company you're with now, maybe you're with an all-star program, and you would like our Nationals a little better, whatever the case may or may not be, it all starts with Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com. Craig will get you in contact with Dee Grayer, the National Football Commissioner, or Tara Rakelli, our National Cheer Commissioner, and we'll take all of the conversation from there, hopefully welcoming you aboard next year. Maybe that's being a little forthcoming, but hey, one way or the other, when you see the difference and you know the difference, you know why AYF is the largest youth football and cheer organization in the world and growing every day. All right, back to the game, back to the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star game, where we are looking west, going my left to right. Number 20 is taking that one. He takes it right-hand side. Elijah Harris from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio takes that one right, picks up somewhere around 4 or so. Going to be 2nd and 6, I believe. And they are going to be at the 42. Joe Galat, president of AYF, hanging about 20 feet to my left. Joe, can you hear me? Say hello. You can hear Joe in the background. You can't see him on camera because the camera's on the field, but Joe Galat's about 20 feet to my left, hanging out, watching the game in the booth with me and his grandson. Little offer, we call him. He's not so little, that's for sure. We've seen him grow up over the years. It's a good time here. Like we said, AYF is family. And when you decide that you're going to join us and you get that email over to Craig and you'll realize how close everybody is and the phrase that I made earlier that we may be competitors on the field, but off of the field we're all family, we're all friends, we all get along. That's AYF. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it besides AYF is family. Great time at all of these events, both on a national stage and a local stage. You're really not going to beat it. You don't got to worry about where you're going to play, where you're not going to play, who you're going to play. Everything's set up. You know what's going on. Back to the game. West hands that one off. 52, I believe, from the Old Town Ducks. DeAndre Hill took that handoff. He runs into the wall known as the defensive line of the East. It's going to be 4th and about 2. They're shy of the first. What are they going to do here? That's going to be one hell of a field goal if they're going to try. I don't think they're going to do that. So are they going to go for it or are they not going to go for it? Down 8-0 with 3:05 left to go in the first. What would you do if you were coach? That's fair. I got one guy that said that I should shut up and not worry about what he would do. All right, cool. They take it left side. They wind up grabbing the first down as they're inside of the 30 at about the 29 or so.
Once again, that man, number 20, Elijah Harris on the carry.
Here comes the Varsity Media replay. Check out the run. Going left. It's going right side on the screen because obviously they're further down. Number 20 takes that run, makes his mark. Elijah Harris again with that carry. 1st and 10.
Number 20, Elijah Harris, once again on the carry. Going to line up behind that power formation.
Just logged in on Facebook. Mr. Spina, coach, president, how are you, sir? Mr. Edwards hanging out. Colin Kane, great job, AYF. My son has had a great experience, still top notch. Colin, that's what we try to do, brother. That's what we try to do. It's all about the kids here. I jokingly say it, and as much as I say it's a joke, it's actually serious. No child left behind. We don't leave any kids behind. Wait till everybody hears about what the changes for the National Football Championships are coming up. Announcements going to be made in a couple of months after the leadership meeting. Should make that incredible, even though it's, insane now. Should make it that much better. Number 1 puts that one up and in the air. Number 21, the intended recipient, right at the goal line, incomplete. Number 84 with some decent defense there. Jamar Dennis for the Mississippi Wolfpack says, you're not getting it on my watch. Puts an end to that one. No flag. We are now 3rd and about 9. Here comes the Varsity Media replay. Look at that bomb. Just missed him. If he was a 1.5 feet taller, he'd have had it. And trust me when I tell you, these kids are not small, that's for sure. This is a pretty big group this year.
It's going to bring up 3rd.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 9, East on the defense set. West looking around. Sounds like there was a timeout called. And there was timeout called East.
Your score, East 8.
East is up 8-0. Raf Torres, what's happening, Raf? Trisha Lynn with Mr. Mark on the Facebook. Ben Jaffe.
Right,
Ben, you're here, man, aren't you? Oh, you're not here?
Let's hear you cheer for your ball.
Angel, what's happening, Angel? Just literally checking in on Facebook, going through some of the people commenting, saying hello. You could hear a bunch of the noise. Obviously, the fans are way into it. A lot of excited parents, aunts, uncles, and you get to meet these kids. I'm not necessarily interviewing them as they're checking in, but you get to hear some of the stories, and you get to see some of the situations that these kids are in. There's literally was a child here with a mother that spoke 0 English. Everything that the child was doing, he was translating to the mom and basically making some of the decisions. Like, it's crazy to see the differences in the kids and how they handle themselves and the different situations that the kids are in different areas of the country, and to see them all come together here and play in a successful game, playing a game where self-admittedly through the children during the varsity media interviews on media night, they are creating new brotherhoods. They are creating new brothers. They're meeting kids that they've never met before. They're now being coached by coaches that are absolutely refining their skills. And again, these are them speaking. These aren't my words. These are what the kids are saying. Hey, coach taught me something about my footwork that will change my game and make me better from this point forward. He'll make me better in college and make me better in high school. All right, all cameras now focused. Number 85 about to kick a field goal. Here we go. Long snap. Ready. Snap is there. Placement down. Kick is up. Look at that. It is short. And he's going to run that one back. He grabs it and he's going to run up. No, they are saying that is not legal in AYF. I'm going to guess, because everybody knows what goes on with the professionals, I'm going to guess that you cannot return that at this level, at this AYF level. That's my guess. I don't know the rules. I'm not looking them up. I'm just going to leave it to the refs and say they're the professionals. It's a touchback, and that's the end of that. So it's not necessarily a live ball like it is in the pros. Mr. Shy, how are you, sir? Shannon, appreciate you, brother. Always missing you, kiddo. Shannon Shy for a long time sat in the microphone spot where I am right now, and appreciate the fact that he allowed me to take the reins when his professional life took a turn and he couldn't be here. So, Shannon, thank you. Shout out to you, my brother. Much respect always. Give you a hoorah. Even though I'm not a Marine, am I allowed to say hoorah? Brian Edwards, no clown noses tonight, brother. No clown noses tonight. Timeout called East. Once again, East is up 8-0. 1:23 left to go in the first. Ball is at the 20. Well, while he's not seeing it right now, Jay Fresh Greer, I assure you that Mr. Karahuda will see it eventually and hear it. That's for sure. He is all the way to my left-hand side. On the closer side of the field at the end zone. He is talking currently with D. Greyer, and I can't see who else is down there with him, but looks like it might be a couple of the other coaches that have kind of come down this way from all over the place. Hard to make out. They're just outside of the light. Either way, Craig will definitely get your message, that's for sure. Got some let's go east, let's go west. Come on, East. Dan Doyle joining. Dan is the president of one of the townships from NJAYF, who I happen to know on a personal level as well. He may or may not be biased. He's definitely going to be cheering for Brock Goodman, the Howell Rebels, number 10 on the East. He's going to be in all white, Dan. You're going to see him having a great game thus far. Big boy that you can't miss, that's for sure.
As number 7, Jason Bersecki on the carry.
Jason Bersecki just carried that one, another NJAYF boy from the Sayreville Bombers. His father's hanging out in front of me somewhere, about 5 feet in front of me in the stands. I'm sure they are not watching the live stream, but they are standing right in front, or sitting right in front of me. I don't know if he's listening. They're all kind of laughing, so. Michael Postel, let's go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 East. They hand that one off. They take it right-hand side. Strong run. Phenomenal hit. Number 5 runs that one. Jameel Watson from the North Carolina Giants. Big boy takes that one right side. hit made somewhere around 5 yards, and he still gained another 3 or 4 beyond that.
Drove through the point of attack and picked up 9 on the play.
Point of attack was just beyond the line, and he kept going. There was no joke in that run.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the first quarter.
That's going to bring us to the end of the first. Now we're going to start with some Varsity Media commercials. We're going to break. We'll see you in a minute.
0.
Oh man, day 2. Last night was it was like knocking the cobwebs off, getting acclimated with each other, trying to figure out who's who and who could do what. Now today, it's like we up and going now. We understand the mission, we understand each other. The kids is building bonds. It's no more like sticking to either, like if they had a teammate here, they'll probably be with they guy. But now they more like a brotherhood coming together. The coaches bonding, so it's a good day today.
Today, everybody's trying to earn a spot. Now we're at the point now where we gotta determine who's gonna start where. So once we let that be known, everybody's going a little bit harder. Now they stepping up a little bit more. So it's a good practice. It's going well. We got some talented kids over here on Team West, and I got a good problem to have when I got 2 totally awesome quarterbacks. So it's a good problem to have. We got a good standard set for the West, and we're gonna keep that standard going.
All right, we are back live. Second quarter starting up, 12-minute quarters here in the 8th grade All-Star game. Being played from the Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. Whistles all over that one, flags down. Got some kids that are holding their helmets, so we know which way that's going to go. The white ones were the ones doing it. That is East. That's going to back them up 5. So second and about 6 becomes second and around 11 as they move it back 5. Got to move the ball, ref.
It looked like the tackle got a little anxious on that play.
All right, check that. Second and 6. Second and 1 becomes second and 6. My mistake. Defense number 52 back there like he was in that huddle. J.J. Montague from the Worcester Cowboys. Varsity Media replay. Watch this. You ready? He's going to roll left, but he's already in trouble. Untouched at the line. Tackle made. Pushes them back. Double chaining it now. 3rd and 11 from the 29.
West is stiffening their backbone on this series. Went from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 11.
Go, boys, one more.
All right, here we go again. West in the burgundy, East in the white, going my left to right. High snap handled well. Rolls left, pass in the air. Incomplete, pressure on. Big time. 7 winds up on the ground.
That's going to bring up 4.
Quarterback feeling the pressure. Boreski from the Sayreville Bombers back in Jersey. His family's right in front of me.
Number 7, Jason
4 or 5 people from his family here all watching. They're turning around, and they're yelling at me because they're used to me being the announcer, but they don't know that it's not me announcing, which is pretty funny. So they're yelling at me, which I love. And the father hasn't turned around and said anything because the father would just beat me up because the old man's pretty cool. They don't realize I'm just doing a live stream, well, they probably know the voice, but it doesn't matter. Here you go. East winds up punting that one. That one's a short line drive, winds up out of bounds. Somewhere right around midfield, maybe a little bit into West territory, not quite sure, but they'll figure it out down there, and West will be 1st and 10 when it continues. 10-17 left to go in a second with East up 8-0. The 2024 AYF 8th grade All-Star game.
That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the West.
All right, on the 1st and 10, we're now going right to left. Burgundy is west. Pass in the air to 21, incomplete. Julian Ferrari from Future U was the intended recipient. 1st and 10 turns into 2nd and 10.
One is live. Keep going. Move up to about the 30. Move past the coaches.
And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Number 3, the quarterback, looking to step up and into the pocket. He winds up getting wrapped up by the east line. Number 75 comes out of that one. Aiden Vernon from the North Philly Blackhawks. Happy with his performance on that one. Let's check out the Varsity Media replay. Look at that. 75 says, yep, I'm getting in there. Creates the hole, tackle made. Angela, if you can't see the game, it's something you're experiencing. Nobody else is having problems. We know we're good on the broadcast side. If you're not getting it on Facebook, check your internet or go over to YouTube. All right, once again, pressure being put on. Pass in the air, complete. Number 20 grabs that one at the 45. Crosses midfield, a little bit of leg work. Wrapped up at the 45. Tackle made at the 47. Check that, 43 going the wrong way, dummy. 45 going that way is the 43. Going that way would be the 47. But again, not the first mistake I'll make all day, that's for sure. That is actually going to put the West 4th and 3.
One is live. No, you're not. I said one was live.
Looks like where they spotted ball to be 4th and 3.
All right, here we go. Direct snap. They wind up running that one left-hand side. Hole opens up. Number 20 does what he was hired to do. Winds up crossing that one up to the 35. And again, that was number 20 for the West. That is Harris from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio. We've heard his name several times. It's going to be American Youth Football. Quincy, by the way. Kennedy Quincy, American Youth Football YouTube channel. American Youth Football.
Stay right there. One is live.
Same broadcast on YouTube and on Facebook.
That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the West.
West continues their slot, going right to left on my side. Number 3 takes the snap. Pass in the air. That is going to be ruled incomplete. Intended recipient was number 4, but excellent coverage by the East. That literally. Varsity Media replay. Let's check it out. Immediate pass to the right. Look at that timing. I mean, I don't think you could have got it. Number 4 in the East was the man covering Jeremiah Cross from the Southfield Falcons in Michigan. Another one of the Detroit boys that was very. Looking at the far side of the field, looking at the coaches, the different styles and the different postures that everybody has is pretty funny. Everybody's got a different way of doing things. Number 3, pass in the air, threads that needle, and they are calling it. I'm looking for a signal. I don't see anything yet. They're going to show the replay. I still don't see a signal yet. Oh, the flag is down. Flag is down, so one way or the other, the catch is there, but it's not going to matter because it was, they're calling offensive pass interference, I think it was called. On the West. And that's what it is. It's offensive pass interference. Finally seeing the signal. That's going to back them up 15 from the spot of the foul. It's going to put them on the 49 of the East, pushing them way back. Second and way long.
And it's going to bring up 2nd and 21 for the West.
Oh, check that. They stopped it at the 45. He first put it on the 49. Now it's at the 45. Somebody miscounted. Timeout called West.
Timeout West. 7:13 on the play.
With 7:13 left to go in the second. East 8, West 0. So going back to what I was saying earlier, it's kind of funny watching the coaches and their different styles of coaching and the fact that the coaches are from all around the country as well. Looking at their different body language and who likes to be where and how and you know, some of the East coaches like being right amongst the kids. Some of them shy way off to the left or way off to the right. Kind of funny watching all of that. Getting to see their different styles. You get to know the gentlemen over the years when you meet them at the hotels, you meet them on the road, and you meet them at cheer competitions when they're helping out. But don't actually get to see a lot of these guys coach because they're all over the country, and I'm not for football other than nationals. And nationals, I'm usually at one field or another and not really following the individual teams. So it's kind of cool to see them here and see their different idiosyncrasies and how they react and what they do and what they don't do. It's kind of cool on my side. I'm sure the kids get a lot out of it as well. Like we said, during media night, they were talking about how the different coaches have taught them different things one way or the other from the different coaches around the country who worked on footwork, who worked on handwork, who worked on, taught me how to move left better. Very cool when you hear that from the kids, and the kids are very thankful about everything. And the fact that we, collectively, all of us, you guys listening, you girls listening, families listening. Here comes the replay on that run. Watch. He starts right, goes left, gets wrapped up again. Keep your feet moving is what all coaches always say. And that's why, because when your feet keep moving, you've got the chance of moving forward. And he picked up another probably 3 or 4 from when he should have been tackled just because his feet were going. That's what it's all about.
And bring up 3rd and 9 after that big picture.
3rd and 9 now for the West. My right to left, camera's right to left. Number 3 spins, goes left, pass complete to number 80, putting a couple of moves on, winds up getting wrapped up. Number 80 grabbing that one. That's going to be Byron Brandon from the Arizona Suns. He grabs that with some fancy footwork, starts left, goes right, spins his way through. Here comes the replay. Watch this footwork. There's the catch. Hold on, stop. I'm going to go this way. Gets wrapped up, works his way through. Nice block there by number 44, and tackle finally made just inside of the 30, taken down somewhere around the 27 or so, just inside of the 28. Glenn Hampton, that is a good question. I'll see if we can get them online at some point. There are a couple of people who have asked for the rosters, and we do not have them online. I have them sitting in front of me, but we do not have them online. I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes on that as I get to some of our technical guys. So 52 is the one that gets the tap. 4th and 3 West is looking to take that one and come up with a 1st and 10 where DeAndre Hill is wrapped up prior to the line. Turnover is going to be on downs. East will now be 1st and 10. All right, so as you've heard me say a couple of times in the broadcast, we know there's a bunch of family out there. We know there's a bunch of people that are involved, that are watching, families all across the country. But if you're not involved and you're looking to become part of AYF, you're looking to become part of the phenomenon known as AYF, No Child Left Behind, does more for any child than any youth sports organization anywhere. Get a pen. I'm going to give you an email address. You're going to write it down and you're going to email them. Craig, C-R-A-I-G, at AmericanYouthFootball.com. Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com. That's the gentleman that is going to get everything going for you if you would like to be part of it. Here's the replay on that run by number 3 for the East.
And it looks like we have
Michael Walker from the North Carolina Giants making that run. So going back, Craig from American Youth Football, the Vice President of Cheer and Football Operations, will be the man that will get you in contact with Dee Grayer, our National Football Commissioner, or Tara Verkelly. If you're on the cheer side and you're watching football and you want to join us because you know that our production and our nationals is just that. It is a hell of a production. Great thing for the kids to experience. Maybe you're with another company and you're not happy. Maybe you're not with anybody and you want to join. Maybe you're at an all-star gym and you want to make your way over to AYF. One way or the other, it all starts with the email to Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com. Come to see what the phenomena is all about. Come to see what everybody is talking about. And if you're lucky enough, you get to meet Travis Scott at Nationals.
Athletes out there. Putting on a great show for everybody.
All right, now, East at the 45, 1st and 10. Left to right, my side, camera side. Fresh off the timeout, here we go. Movement on the D side. Did anybody else move? Nope, it's going to be encroachment on the west. 1st and 10 is going to turn into 1st and 5. Going from the 45 to the 50. .508 left to go in a second. We're at midfield. East breaks up out of the huddle. Number 1 takes that one, goes right side of center. Gabe Kemp from Brick City Lions, Newark, New Jersey. Picks up about 2. Going to be 2nd and 3 now for the East.
First met by number 50, Randy Ellis, and then a whole host of West players. And to bring up 2nd and 3.
Travis, appreciate that, man. That is the email. Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com.
409 counting. Left to play second.
Here we go, 2nd and 3. Movement again.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
That should, we'll wait for the official signal. I don't give the call until the signal is there. And they're going to be moving to 5. They're going to be moving the chains. East is going to be 1st and 10. Now from the 43.
First and 10 for the East. At the West 43-yard line.
Handoff, taken right side. Number 5 carries that one for the East. Watson from the North Carolina Giants. Picks up about 1, going to be 2nd and 9. D. Grayer down there, scoping the field at the 35, just outside of camera shot. He is He is American Youth Football's National Football Commissioner. And also happens to be a gentleman. Man, I'm happy to call a friend. D, appreciate all you're doing this week. Everything that's gone on with the experience for the kids up through and until this game. But it's not over here, folks. Tonight, we get back to the hotel. Everybody will be hanging out. Look at that move. Number 3 spins his way left-hand side, decides nobody open. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go left side, outside. And he goes down to somewhere around the 30 or so. Picking up more than enough for a 1st and 10. They're going to be moving the chains. That was a nice spin. And he looking downfield, but decided to go on his own. The Varsity Media replay. Watch this. You ready? Mouthpiece in. He's calling. He's good. There's the snap from number 77. David Bryant, quarterback, starts right, spins his way left, looking downfield, nobody home. I'm going to keep it and go around left-hand side, turns on the afterburner, and does just that. Picking up enough for a 1st and 10, now up to the 30. David Bryant, number 77 from the Mississippi Wolfpack, the center for the East. Dynamite kid. Talk about just a humble kid, a kid that's got great words, a kid that was just super, super thankful to be here and couldn't have been any more of a gentleman when we met him.
Quarterback drops back to throw. He airs it out. Oh! And it's broken up. By number 55, Jaden Evans in coverage. Pass intended for number 4, Nassim Brown. Penalty's going to back him up and make it 1st and 20 for the East.
All right, flag down on that one, obviously, as I stepped away for a second. East is up 8-0. However, that flag is now 1st and 20. Pass in the air, incomplete. Nobody home on that one.
Xavier Rodriguez. Pass attempt by number 3, Michael Walker.
Michael Walker, the quarterback, threw that one in. He is the self-proclaimed Lamar Jackson lookalike. During media night, again, these kids all have phenomenal personalities. A lot of them were hysterical. Some of them were very, very quiet. You could see they get nervous, and then they open up as you talk to them a little bit more. He is the one that said, I look like Lamar Jackson. I get that all the time. So, Michael Walker, congratulations. You are now the number 2 Lamar Jackson. So he takes that one around, right-hand side, tripped up. Reaching up was number 2 for the West. Jay and Edwards from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio reaches up, grabs a leg, winds up essentially making the tackle, gets some help from a couple of the other West boys. Winds up taking him down at the 31. Still going to be, I believe, 3rd and about 11. Double chaining it, 3rd and 11.
Let's go, West fans. It's here for your defense.
All right, 3rd and 11. Here we go. Great camera shot. Looking right down the center's throat. Direct snap goes to number 3. Looked like it was a little bit of a broken play. There's flags all over the place. That's going to be false start. Technically not false start. I'm pretty sure that's going to be illegal motion. There were a couple of guys moving at the same time, and that's a no-no. So 3rd and 11 turns into 3rd and 16 on that 5-yard penalty. think it kind of goes without saying. I'm going to say thank you very much to the varsity media crew, the boys and the girls putting on this production that everybody is watching. Appreciate all Ben and his team are doing. Replays look dynamite. The screens look dynamite. The camera work down on the field and up top, the drone work, everything that goes into this production. Varsity Media, we appreciate you and your help and your sponsorship here. Somebody saying watch the ball. Probably pretty decent advice. Yep, slipped up in the backfield. Tackle finally made. Going to be shy of the line.
Timeout West.
Timeout called West.
And
1:05 left to go in the half. East up 8-0. Looking down at the field, you got Lou Montanaro, the general manager for the East, is chatting with T. Grayer, the National Football Commissioner for American Youth Football. I'm sure they are cross-comparing some notes. Two great football guys down there. Again, it goes without saying, this is the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star Game, coming to you live from Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. Do a bunch of thank yous as I look across the field and see who we're going to be thanking. It's the who's who of AYF is here right now. You got Joe Galat sitting left inside of the booth. Down there somewhere was Adam Loffer. He is now, I believe, on my right side down at the end zone. He's down there with Little Loffer, although Little Loffer is not very little anymore. Got to see him grow up over the years in my experience here at AYF. Adam, appreciate all you do and thank you for being you. Chris Petrich Jr., just to the right of Adam down in the end zone. Appreciate you and all you do, sir. Tara Karahuda always throwing a lending hand with everything that goes on here. Notice the last name, that happens to be Craig's wife. Leanne, appreciate all you do coming down and helping out as well. And Craig, I know that it goes without saying, man, thank you. Appreciate all you do for me, for us, for AYF, for the kids, for everything. Appreciate you and thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, East fans, let's hear it for your defense.
All right, West seems to have grabbed the ball, turnover on downs. West is now 1st and 10 from the 20. Pass in the air complete. Number 4 grabbing that one. He's turning on the afterburners. Ball winds up loose. He winds up dropping the ball. Still going. It looks like it's going to be 2 East boys battling that one out, so it's definitely going to be East. Number 10 winds up grabbing that one for the East. Brock Goodman from the Howell Rebels. That's going to make his old man happy. I know his old man's out there somewhere. I just don't see him. Check this replay out. Watch. Turns on the afterburners. Goes to switch hands smartly. However, winds up dropping that one. And then you got 2 of the East boys jumping on top of that one. Number 8 and 84 and number 10 winds up coming up with that one. So Dennis from the Mississippi Wolfpack realizes, hey, guess what? He's on my team. He could have it. Brock Goodman from the Howell Rebels in New Jersey, number 10, grabbing that one off of the turf. East winds up with the ball 1 play later, now at their own 42, going camera left to right, my left to right. Let's see what this brings us with 41 seconds left to go in the half. Halftime, we got a couple of commercials coming to you, a couple of sneak peeks. You want to see some of the media night? Guess what? You're going to see it in about, 41 seconds clock time usually means 3 to 4 minutes game time, real time. All right. Is that another timeout being called? Timeout called East.
That'll be a timeout.
So again, like to thank the families for tuning in, whether it's, mom came down or dad came down or both came down or it's an aunt or an uncle or a grandmother or a cousin or whoever, everybody across the country. Like to thank you all for tuning in, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's live, whether you're watching it a week or 2 from now. It really doesn't matter. The sentiments are going to be the same. Thank the kids for being here. Thank the parents for coming down. Thank everybody for watching and the experience for the kids. and then a list of people that we could thank after all of you. You guys make this all happen. Mr. Roman Oben from the NFL, appreciate your continued partnership and everything that you do for American youth football as well as for the children in American youth football. Part of the experience this weekend for the kids, beyond the practices, beyond the dinners, beyond the pizza and the Chick-fil-A and everything that they wind up getting for lunch and whatever. Part of the experience is tomorrow, guess who gets to go to the Pro Bowl? Every single one of the kids that's on that field winds up going into the Pro Bowl or going to the Pro Bowl. That pass, that East pass was up and intercepted by number 2, Jalen Edwards from the Gin Elite Panthers. Putting that one in the air, looking to go to better part of 30 or 40 yards. Here comes the Varsity Media replay. Rolling right, looking downfield. The Lamar Jackson lookalike Walker puts it up. Looked like it might have been intended for number 4, not sure. But one way or the other, that is intercepted. Number 2. Edwards from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio grabs that one. And the ping pong game continues. West now, 3 plays, 3 possession changes. They're going to be 1st and 10 from the 40. Yeah, I'm hoping, I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping all of our regional directors and some of the bigwigs in each of the 8 regions in NJAYF football are watching. We appreciate all you do making this happen and everything. Look at that pass. Number 7 grabs that one. 11 still trying to make the tackle. 7 still on his feet, rolls his way through. He's going to be just outside of the end zone in the 1. Inside of the 1. That literally looked like they were dancing together. 11 trying to make the tackle. Look at this replay. Watch this. You ready? Passes up. They're both looking. Catch. There it is. Stiff arm. Winds up grabbing. 11 and 7 start to dance at the 12. Making his way all the way down. Tackle made inside of the 1. Is that crazy or what? Amir Lemon from the Gin Elite Panthers. Wrapped up by Xavier Rodriguez of the Brick City Lions from New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey brings them down to the 1. 18 seconds left to go in the half. Are they going to put something on the board before half? What do you think? Show me in the comments. They going to put something? I know this crowd's going to be going crazy. What about at home? West going to do something? You think they're putting something up? What do you say? They got 18 seconds. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Couple of kids coming in and out. Let's make sure there's 11 on there, not 12. All right, they're doing a count. Count it up. West approaching the line. West approaches the line. Defense set. Wildcat formation. Direct snap. 20. Reaches his way in. Goes into a giant pile. And there is no signal. He is stopped shy. Nope. The signals are coming from the players, not the refs. The refs are saying it's 6 inches shy. They can signal all they want. We're down to 4. 3. Do they get it off? No, they don't. They don't get the play off. East has stopped them. East has stopped them. That big East line that West was talking about during media night has stopped them. Here comes the replay, Varsity Media replay. Look at this. Taking it that way, goes left side at the hash mark, piling up. Look at that. Tackle finally made. I don't know. Look at that replay. That ball looks like it might have been in. Did they whistle it dead before the ball went in? Guess what? It don't matter. One way or the other, they didn't score. We're in halftime now. Looking at East up 8-0. And here we go. We're ready for some Varsity Media commercials. You're about to see some cool stuff, folks. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. See you in a bit.
It would be pretty important just because For one, competition's competition. You know, you love winning the game. Who likes losing? But another guy, this is one of the last games I play with my guys here, and just a lot of guys. It's my last Little League game, so it's something I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. So it's gonna be important to me to go out with a W.
It'll be very important because everybody thinks West is better than East, and I want to prove to them that East is just as good or better.
Winning the All-Star game will be very important to me because my father recently passed, and we both have the same last name, so I'm doing it in his name.
Oh, it's real important because now we got a chip on our shoulder. We got to prove to the West Side that we're good.
You know, it's always been like a big dream for me to come down here and play in this game. You know, ever since I was like 10 years old, I've always like looked at the games and like wishing that it was me, and I finally get the opportunity to come down here and play. So it's a really big opportunity for me, and you know, thank you to everyone that's gotten me to this point.
I just feel like it would be like just something to like always look back at. Like, this is an amazing experience that we got selected to be a part of, and I just felt like if we could go out with a win and all of us try hard and just like put our all out there, we'll walk away with the win.
To be selected to play in the All-Star game, you have to be like the best of the best in the country, so you can come out and perform against the best of the best.
Very amazing feeling. I feel very special, especially because there's only 60 players. But yeah, I'm very blessed to be given this opportunity.
Something that really stood out to me from my coaches was that they're not ones to like leave you alone. They're always trying to like be on your back and like just try to like be by your side and try to like bond with you, try to make good communication. And you know, I feel that's very important, and that's something that really hit out to me, because having good communication with kids can really stand out to them later in life.
Coaches have been great, teachers, and they've helped me not just for this game, but they'll help me in the future with all the techniques that they've taught me so far.
Helping me drop back in a further zone, improving my game. Playing against Bearcats just makes you better in general.
Someone that helped me in my life, 3 people. Coach Al, of course, he's the one who started me off playing football. My lineman coach helped me learn the basics of everything, brought me up to now. And my dad brought me all the practice, took me to workouts, training camps, everything.
Definitely my dad. My dad's always pushed me to be great and brought me to places. I mean, I couldn't be here without him.
My mom like everything to me, so everything I do I dedicate to her because I love her with everything.
They gonna be saying, oh, Big 50 out there making sacks, tackles for loss, you know, all types of pancakes. He downfield with the skills, you know, all types of stuff. Very versatile player.
I would probably say Hill right there.
Ooh. How come?
He just look like the type of guy that got swag.
Good answer.
Me? So?
Okay.
Me.
How come?
I don't know, I just feel like I do it the best.
As you can see, I got all the swag, I got all the drip, I got all the stuff in my bag, all of it.
To be honest, I don't think I got the most swag.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Unlike any other youth athletic, sports organization, I dealt with a lot of leagues before I came to AYF. I've been to AYF for I started it and I stopped, but the last 4 years, recently came back to AYF. And before those 4 years, I experienced plenty other leagues. There's nothing like AYF, hands down. Like I told the upper management, that I'm never leaving. This is where we at. This is what we're gonna do until I'm done coaching youth football. This game, this AYF All-Star game, is unlike anything. All the big dogs, you can name them. I don't want to give any publicity to those guys, but you can name all the top All-Star events. Nothing like this. These kids get all kind of swag. They get pampered with, the amenities of the facilities that we practice at, the venues that we're playing the games in. I mean, it's a lot, and it's free. It's not a money grab, and that's the big part. And that's what people don't understand, and got to understand that they're about the kids. And I'm rocking with AYF until I'm done. So that's it.
AYF is second to none. It's a great organization. The talent, you can see the talent pool, the teams, the quality of the league itself. It's high level. It's high level football here. The national part, especially nationals, getting to nationals, it's like each team, you could go home any day. And that's the excitement for me. I get anxiety coming to AYF Nationals. I know what time it is. So you got to put your big boy pants on and, line up and go to war. Crazy. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. It's just the atmosphere, it's the people, it's the crowd. Like, a lot of people don't talk about that, but that crowd, it makes you get ready for the next level, especially like if you're watching like the babies play, like 8U, 9U, you'd be like, wow, it's a crowd here for that. Yes, it's exciting. It's just the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere, it's the people, it's the proper planning that they take their time and putting everything they have into it, and you can see the results, the end results that you get out of playing in this league. They don't do that nowhere else, obviously. AYF, years before me even stepping on here, you can see the names that played in these games. You got a bunch of pro people, a bunch of Power 5 guys, there's guys that come back and talk about this. So I'm excited to etch my name in stone of being one of the head coaches or coaches, period, to be a part of this game, and to see my kids, like this, we had a kid last year that played in it, Naeem Powell, but that was our first ever kid that we coached, that played in our organization to make it to this AYF game, and now to have 3 guys in it, you can see, how it's going.
All right, we are back, which is good for some and not good for others. You don't like hearing my voice? Guess what? It's bad for you. You like watching a game? All right, that's good. Then you can listen one way or the other. We're back at the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star Game, coming to you live from Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. Team's fresh out of the locker room. East is up 8-0 at the half. Nothing really what either team's coaching staff has predicted, that's for sure. They said it was going to be tight, but we didn't think it was going to be tight with such a low-scoring game. Jeffrey Holton tuning in. Mr. Jeff, how are you, sir? Going into halftime, West was inside of the one, trying to charge their way in. East defense winds up stopping them. Not tries, they do. They stop them from going in. No score prior to halftime. A lot of rumblings over what happened and what didn't happen, and the bottom line is this. Progress had stopped. The play was whistled dead, and after the play was whistled dead, the player winds up falling into the end zone. The call is dead. There is no touchdown. Doesn't matter how much you argue one way or the other. Play was whistled dead, and that's the end of it. So, look at that. Go East. You hear quite loudly through my microphone. You should hear it here live. So second half should be East kicking off to the West. It should be East on our right, West on our left, if memory serves. To say that this has been one hell of a game is the understatement. I don't know that it compares to 2 or 3 years ago where we were 67-67 in 3 overtimes, but this has definitely been a table tennis match. It has been played for the most part in between the 30s. You know, there's been some plays outside of there, but you know, the last game of the last play of the first half was insane. That just drove everybody was off of their seats on that. So let's see what the second half brings us. 12-minute quarters. East up 8-0. Here we go. Getting ready to start it up.
And we're underway.
That kick, Sawblade, grabbed at the 25 on the run by number 2 for the West. He's wrapped up, still on his feet, still going. Second, third effort. He might even break out of that one. Ball looked like it wound up loose. Ball wound up loose. East wound up with the ball, but I think they're going to call and whistle that one dead. Number 2, and they are, hold on, we're going to go back to the replay. We kind of stopped right in the middle of a signal there. So if you watch what's going on here, number 2's got it. Now take a look. There it is. Ball winds up loose.
And it looks like he's...
They're going to talk about it. They're still talking about it down on the field. There's still no call yet.
It'll be first and 10 West.
And it's going to be first and 10 West from the 47. That is the call. They're going to rule him down.
West will take over the ball at the 40.
East coach is looking for a red flag to throw for the replay. There is no red flag in AYF, so guess what? Refs do the best job that they can. It is what it is. West ball, first and 10, going my left to right, camera left to right. 28 winds up in motion. He winds up taking the handoff. That's going to be Jaheim Brown from top floor in Arizona. He takes that one around left-hand side, crosses midfield past the 45 up to about the, nope, he's out at the 45. That's going to put them second and about 2. Tina Serto clocks in. Tina Serto, our Big East Big East cheer commissioner. How the hell are you, Tina?
I'm sorry, Josh Dean.
So again, we know we got a bunch of friends and family watching, but for those who are watching to check out the AYF experience, I say again, your AYF experience starts with your email to Craig@AmericanYouthFootball.com. Your AYF football and cheer experience starts with your email to Craig@AmericanYouthFootball.com. He will put you in contact with Dee Grayer, our National Football Commissioner, or Tara Rakelli if you're on the cheer side and you're looking to join. And one way or the other, between the conversations between the three of you, you'll wind up speaking to one of our regional chairs, that's for sure. Tina happens to be the cheer one for Big East. Come join the AYF family, and I say that very specifically because it is family. When you see what it's like here, we're competitors on the field, but we are friends off of the field. Everybody here kind of getting along. This group of coaches is, the experience that's down there is insane. And that's just the experience, of them on the field. The experience for the kids this whole week is really the experience that we want to talk about. Pass in the air, going deep, number 4, incomplete. Stopping the clock at 10:03. Left to go in the third.
Jeremiah Cross, covered by number 4, Nassim Brown.
So down the end zone now, Craig Karahuda hanging out. Joe Galot's down there. Dee Grayer, our National Football Commissioner, is down there. Chris Petrich, Adam Loffer. Can't really see who else is down there. It's the who's who. Tara Karahuda's down there. Leanne's down there. Saying thank you to you all. Appreciate all you do for the kids here and the kids across the country.
And bring up 2nd and 10 for the East. Quarterback rolls out of the pocket.
Pass in the air, just incomplete as he's rolling left. Intended for number 20, yet incomplete. Elijah Harris from the Gin Elite Panthers was the intended recipient.
Making plays the whole game.
3rd and 10 now for the West.
Pressure on the play by number 21, Josh Dean for the East.
Great weather down here in Florida for those of you who may be freezing around other parts of the country, or even warmer than what is going on down here. We are going to be somewhere in and about 60 or 62 right now. So the Florida people are like, oh my God, I need a sweatshirt. And the Northeast people are like, hey, I'm running around in shorts. It's kind of funny to see the differences. 8th grade All-Star West, Lawrence Lee, the man, the myth, the legend, the great general manager. Got to speak to him a whole bunch this week. The head coach, Leroy Owens, another great guy. And his assistants, Kenyon Albert, Mark Muller, Robert Taylor, L.J. Miller, Nick Offenberger, and Matt Dool. Matt, by the way, when you watch this, I'm a timepiece guy, and I love your timepiece. The East Side, 4-peat, I believe. Might be a 5, I might be mistaken, but either way, Lou Montanaro is the East general manager. Nasir Gaines is the head coach from the Brick City Lions based out of Newark, New Jersey, and it's the first time that I've actually gotten the chance to speak to him during media night. Got to actually chat with him and afterwards hanging out in the lobby, BSing with everybody. He is a gentleman that definitely needs no introduction when he walks into the room. He is known very well throughout the football community and the football family. And it's kind of funny to hear a guy like that, a legend like that absolutely paid homage and a tremendous amount of respect to his staff, starting off with his assistant coach, Rod Mack. I mean, Rod, just a legend in Miami Gardens. I don't think there's a household that doesn't know that name. Pat Riley from Toms River, New Jersey, another man that coached at every level, does a phenomenal job with the kids. Number 7 going back to the East run. He went right-hand side. He spun his way through a couple of tackles. Number 2 looking to chase him down. He's got a couple of more. The West boys chasing him down, and a tackle made at about the 2 or 3. East is going to be first and goal. Let's check out. The varsity media replay is definitely going to be showing that one. Watch him spin and make his way through. Here we go. He goes right. There's one would-be tackle. He gets wrapped. He says, you know what? Nope, you didn't get me. At the 40, he turns on the afterburner. But look at number 2. The speed on number 2, Jalen Edwards, hunts him down. That is absolutely a touchdown-saving tackle attempt, which allowed his other teammates to actually make the tackle. That's an awesome play and an awesome run. Did they say his name the right way? Am I going to get yelled at again? I hope they said it the right way. East winds up handing that off. Touchdown, East.
Number 66.
Phil Bryant, number 2, definitely had the speed, but we're going to show the replay of the touchdown. Handoff, taking that one left side. Number 66 for the East pushes that one in. Or was it 56? So going back to the East coaches, again this year playing some big homage. Rod Mack, phenomenal. Pat Riley, phenomenal. Mike Postel, phenomenal. Al and Chop and Ryan, I mean, he paid you guys a tremendous amount of respect, everybody in the room. That I think is a sign of a great coach. So we got a score change here. East 14, West 0 with 8:09 left to go in the third. They're going to be resetting themselves.
We're a guest at this facility, and it is a smoke-free zone. Anyone caught smoking is going to be asked to leave. Please be courteous. So Team East lines up for the kick. West is back for the return.
All right, I'm back live. Headphones back on. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Quiet it down. Nobody wants to hear that. East kicking my right to left. Grabbed by number 2. Let's see if the speed is a factor. He's on his feet going right side. He's up. Tackle made it about the 48 or so. Number 2 starting him off in the right position. Jalen Edwards from the Virginia Elite Panthers out of Ohio.
Number 2, Christopher Lefebvre.
Mr. Michael tuning in. Mr. Michael, how are you, sir? Another legend in the Jersey Shore area. Appreciate you watching, brother. You're missing a great game down here. I wish you were down here.
It'll be 1st and 10 West from their own 48-yard line. Quarterback drops back to pass. Pass is complete to number 4.
Pass is complete to number 4. That was a heck of a play right there. Number 4, Jeremiah Cross from the Southfield Falcons in Michigan. The Michigan boys. Phenomenal interview during Media Day. The Varsity Media replay. Here we go.
Jeremiah Cross.
Quick snap right through the hands of the potential defender looking to make that ball block, but no good. It goes through his hands. Pass complete. They are now, they got a 2nd and 1 from about the 43. Flag down. Let's see what that flag is. I'm guessing. Well, look, it's going to be pass interference. Is it offensive or defensive? Which way are we going on this one? Let's see. Waiting for the call. No signal yet. But the way they're moving, it looks like it was defensive. Still no signal down there, but that's going to be moving the chains. West is going to pick up the 1st and 10. So just so everybody watching knows, at this level, a pass interference is 15 yards from the position of the old ball. It's not a spot foul. It's not like the NFL. It's 15 yards from the line. So in that, for instance, it puts them on about the 27. Plus or minus. Number 20's got a wide open field. Stiff arms his way through. West is on the board. Courtesy of number 20, Elijah Harris from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio. He had speed, he had the field, he had the stiff arm. Let's watch the replay. Here we go. Snap made. Fakes right. Goes left. Handoff. 20. Jukes his way past 84. Stiff arms his way through is the exclamation point in that sentence. Makes the touchdown. 6 on the board for the West. Let's see if the extra point is there. Extra point kicking. Worth 2. Here we go.
Team West lining up for the kick.
Lined up. Defense there. Snap. Placement. Kick is up. And it's good. 14-8 now. East up 14. West on the board plus 8. 6:43 left to go in the third. Elijah Harris from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio. Very cool kid during media day yesterday. Very humble kid. Looking forward to making plays. You're going to see me make some plays. Guess what? We just did. That's for sure. Line them up, count them up, line them up, count them up. You're hearing down on the field. Make sure you got 11 out there, not 12. No stupid penalties.
All right, Team West, let's
I'm paraphrasing there, of course. They just want to make sure that there's 11 there. So again, we go through the experience these kids are having this weekend is second to none. I mean, look at everything that they're wearing. Nike donating. Everything with the uniforms, Zenith back plates. You've got headbands, you've got gloves, you've got Nike, you've got Oakley glasses, you've got Oakley visors on the helmets. I mean, you name it. The support that AYF gets and the partnerships that have been created over the years down to the game. That kick goes deep left side, grabbed by number 1. Runs into the back of one of his own men. He's still making some good moves. He's wrapped up. Doesn't look like he's going to be going much further. But tackle finally made at the 41. Number 1 grabbing that one. Gabe Kemp from the Brick City Lions. Newark, New Jersey is where they call home. Going back to the stuff that the kids get. I mean, it's just insane, the stuff that's donated for these kids. And there's the key donated. It's the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star Game. I believe this is the 16th annual 8th grade All-Star Game. And it is just that. To those of you who have kids here, who have had kids that have played through it, you know it's a true All-Star Game. To those of you who may be with somebody else, to those of you who may be with another league and you're debating on going, this is the only true 8th grade All-Star Game in the country. It's not cut me a check and you can play. It's not give me a check for $1,000 and we're going to call it an all-star game. Get down here when you're selected, and everything the kids do is on AYF. Sponsorships help us out tremendously. Beginning with Mr. Roman Oben, the NFL. NFL Play Football. We appreciate you and all you do, Roman, always. Uh-oh. Breaking out left side, number 5. Wrapped up by number 55, getting some help from 27. Number 5 with the run. Jameel Watson, North Carolina Giants, takes that one left-hand side. Wrapped up initially by number 55, Jaden Evans. And here comes the Varsity Media replay. Watch this. Handoff. Decides not to go B-gap, goes outside, turns on the afterburner. He's looking. Stiff arms, 55, grabs his way through, works his way through to stiff arm. And number 27 coming with the final blow to knock him down, Laurel Harrison, Columbus Dream, Ohio, making the final tackle. East now 1st and 10 from the 23. They're looking left side again, number 1. The same 2 tackles, 55 and 27, making that one. Great sportsmanship there shown by number 27. That's one of my favorite things to show when announcing is the sportsmanship that goes on out there. Laurel Harrison from Columbus Dream, Ohio. Dynamite kid. He was phenomenal. Chatting with him and chatting it up in the last couple of days. Very humble, very respectful kid. And obviously you see it there in the sportsmanship. as he helps up his opponent from the East who made that run. And we are a timeout called. I don't know who it was. Oh, it was an official timeout, sorry.
And ladies and gentlemen, looks like they spotted that ball. That's going to bring up first and goal for the East.
Ball spotted after that run just inside of the 10. Going to be first and goal East when play continues. Going back to that sportsmanship show, I'll point that out all day, every day to everybody. You know, again, I say that we're competitors on the field, but the reality of it is AYF is family. And that includes the kids that are down there as well. They're treated as family. The experience that they get during this non-pay-to-play All-Star game. And I point that out because it's the only one of its kind. The non-pay-to-play All-Star game. And the sponsors that take care of the children and everything that they need and require down on that field is second to none. You know, again, Roman Oben, appreciate everything that you do. Our partnership with you in the NFL is second to none. NFL Play Football, the official youth partner of the NFL. You know, between the two of them and you know, let alone the experience that leads to everything to this game. How about all 60 kids, everyone chosen for the game, gets to go to the Pro Bowl tomorrow, courtesy of the NFL and Roman. We appreciate, again, all you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Chaden Isom is the nephew of Eric Beaumont, according to the comments on Facebook. Well, Eric, I got to tell you, your nephew's a great kid. He made some pretty cool comments over the course of the last couple of days. Number 66 for East takes that one left side. Touchdown, East. Going back to the little story, Eric, your nephew was a dynamite kid, another very, very respectful kid during everything. There's the varsity media replay showing that run to the left. 66 touchdown. He's happy. East changes the score. They're up 20-8 now. Extra point attempt.
Film it as you normally would film if you were going for like a touchdown on like the 2-yard line. If it was the kicker, it would be tight on the kicker and do not follow.
East moving a couple of kids around. Let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to try to run it or are they going to try to kick it? They're huddling like they're going to run it. So it looks like they're set to run. There's no ball holder. Running play here would be 1 point versus 2. So let's see what they want to do. Are they going to go long snap and then pass? Are they going to go number 1 on a run? What are they going to do here?
Number 3 under center.
3 is under center. There'll be no long snap unless he steps off to the side in motion. He does not. He hands off to 66. 66 goes left-hand side. Extra point attempt is good. They throw another one up on the board. East changing the board. 21-8 they are up now. 21-8. 5:35 left to go in the third. Replay coming up. Let's check this out. Handoff. Turns left, untouched, crosses the line, and we're good. Coach Pat Riley taking care of a couple of the kids down there, looking like they're icing up a little bit, maybe taking some nice shots. One of the kids icing up right now, number 52 for the East, J.J. Montague from the Worcester Cowboys in Mass. Funny little story about J.J., and I hope this story carries a long way, J.J., because I told you I would repeat it on air one way or the other today. J.J. was the first competitor, the first of the 68th graders chosen that on day 1 came through and thanked every single one of the coaches, East and West. He's playing for East, keep in mind. He thanked every single one of the coaches and every single one of the AYF staff that was there thank them for the experience and thank them for allowing him to be here. I told him later on, I grabbed him and I said, JJ, I said, do me a favor, remember what you did. That was a true class act. And one way or the other, if you keep that up, good things are going to follow you through life. Kid that is definitely years wiser than his age. That was phenomenal. JJ, I wish you the best of luck, man. Montague, I hope to speak to you again. I hope to hear your name in the near future, man. Thank you very much. I hope you're better and back in the game quickly. Eric, you're 100% right. Hard work and discipline plays off, and that's what a lot of them said during media night. They were very happy with the fact that they were chosen. All of them were very humble. There were no pompous interviews. I mean, obviously the kids got personalities. They all joked around, but, you know, in years past, you've seen a lot of kids very full of themselves, very overly confident. No, this was a very, very humble crowd, not in a bad way. You know, the kids were very humble and very respectful. The coaches were very humble and respectful of each other, both of their own staff and of the opposite staff. Really, really, really a very good year.
Second and 21.
All right, the East defense just pushed the West way back. They're now inside of the 30 at the 29, second and 21 on that defensive play.
21 from a 29-yard line.
All right, snap taken, pass, straight ahead, 20. Oh, that one bounced literally like a hot potato out of his hands. You can see the frustration as he's like, oh, man.
Once again, lots of pressure. Put up the middle.
Elijah Harris made a bunch of plays today. That's one that just happened to literally slip out of his hands. He hot potatoed that one. East 21, West 8, 4:31 left to go in the third. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass.
4:31 left to play, third quarter.
Amos, that's funny, number 66, Tank Dog. Literally, I don't even know his name. I just know him as Tank because that's all that they've been calling him in the days leading up to this game. I just know that his name is Tank. I actually don't know his birth name. I'm not being disrespectful when I say that. That's all they call him is Tank. Pass is complete to number 52. There's a face mask there. Was he out of bounds or is he still going? No, he was not out of bounds. Face mask is going to be, well, speculation. I don't want to say it's face mask, but I mean, Stevie Wonder and Helen Keller called and said they saw it. So let's wait for the official to actually make the call. But that should be fairly clear. Personal foul, face mask. There's the signal. And that's going to be 15 yards. If they choose to accept it from the spot, or they could take it where it's at. See what they do. They're counting it out.
And that's going to be a face mask, personal foul, marched off against the defense. That's going to bring up first and 10.
It's going to be first and 10 from the 41.
From a 41-yard line of Team East.
Diane Neff, don't thank me. Thank AYF. They're the ones that do everything. I'm just the idiot behind the microphone. And Shaden is a dynamite kid. I can't stress that. You get to talk to these kids throughout everything. I'm looking at him down on the field. He's now joining the defense chant for the East. Probably one of the biggest boys out there. You can't miss him, that's for sure. And he's such a humble, kind-hearted kid. Really cool to get to chat with these kids because pass complete, number 28. Holding on for dear life, getting some help from a couple of the other East people. A couple of the other East defensive men, number 80. Waiting to see. Sooner or later I'll see it, 84. Where the East makes that one. Jamore Dennis from the Mississippi Wolfpack gets some help from a couple of the other guys. So going back to what I was saying earlier, yeah, I mean, this is just, getting to chat with these kids the way that I did this year, probably talk to them more this year than I have in years past. Just such a good group of kids. You're going to see, much like the other classes, in the next 4 years, you'll see these kids' name in the paper. You'll see them on Saturday TV playing college, I hope. And, if they are so blessed enough, and I'm so blessed enough to still be here, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years from now, you'll be seeing their name in the NFL as well. Some of them, at least, I hope. The class 5 and 6 years ago look at that pass, threads that needle. Number 2, touchdown, West. Jay and Edwards from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio. That pass goes left side. West throws 6 up on the board. Here's the varsity media replay. Looking left the whole time. His eyes never came off. Perfect pass. Had him turning a little far, but he made him look good. Edwards grabs that one, pushes it in, 6 up on the board for the West, 21-14, with the extra point attempt still looking to go. They are looking to kick this one. The ball holder, number 1, Elvis K. Katsakis is there. The snap. Here we go. Snap, place, kick. Line drive is good. 14-16, increase in the score by 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. East 21, West moves it up to 16. 2:38 left to go in the third. Caitlin Romero. Caitlin checking in. She's watching. Hello, Caitlin. How are you, my love? Hope all is well back home.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give it up for these players. You
can hear the stadium announcer getting the crowd into it. The crowd's been awesome all day here. So if you're watching and you want to know what's going on, you want to know what AYF is all about, you want to become part of AYF, guess what? Grab a pen. I'm going to give you an email address. Craig@AmericanYouthFootball.com. Email Craig@AmericanYouthFootball.com. If you're on the football side and you want to experience a true 8th grade all-star game, not a pay-to-play, not we're going to call ourselves an all-star game and try to make money. It's a true pay-to-play. Sponsors are our heart and soul, taking care of the kids. It is the AYF 8th grade all-star game where you don't have to pay to play. You are selected by your peers. And the best 30 from the East and the West make it here. You want to become part of it? Guess what? Craig@AmericanYouthFootball.com. Maybe you're a cheerleader. Caitlin, maybe you want to join. Maybe you want to come down here. Guess what? It all starts with Craig@AmericanYouthFootball.com. He will put you in contact with Dee Grayer, the National Commissioner for on the football side, and we'll get your regional directors involved to make sure that one way or the other, if you want to experience this with us and become part of the AYF family, you can do just that. You want to become part of the AYF family on the cheer side? He's going to get you on the phone with Tara Rakelli, the AYF National Cheer Commissioner. She'll chat with you. Maybe you'll wind up on the phone with Tina Serto if you're from the Big East. Maybe you'll wind up on the phone with somebody else, East, West, whatever. One way or the other, you want to become part of this whole experience, cheer and or football, it starts with the email to Craig@AmericanYouthFootball.com. All right, back to the game. Forward progress is wrapped up.
Could be brought down after a short game.
Looking to see who ran that one. I can't see the number yet. Number 3's in the way. Number 5 wound up carrying that one. Jameel Watson out of North Carolina Giants.
Number 3 on the keeper. And bring up 2nd and 5 for the East.
Good job, boys.
Let's go, Team West. Let's hear it for your defense. All right, we won't forget about you, Team East. Let's give it up for the O.
21-16, a minute left to go in the third. East 3rd and 5 at the 45 after a small series of runs. West parents cheering on their defense. East winds up taking that left side. Forward progress wrapped up. The whole group is still moving. Got enough for a first. He's still on his feet. No whistle. They finally mark it dead and whistle it dead at the 47.
First and 10 from the West, 47-yard line.
Literally, that was the runner and 21 other people on the field in a giant cluster, just moving slowly. Kind of reminds you of flag football where all of the kids don't know what they're doing and they just gather. That just happened to be 22 people surrounding somebody holding a football, moving their way forward. East winds up at the 47. That's the reality of it. It's now 1st and 10 for them. And they're going to let the third quarter time run out. That's going to do it for a minute or so. We're going to go to a varsity media break. We'll be back in a minute or so.
What I'm impressed with so far is how quick this team has picked up on everything the coaches have put forth. Yesterday, the afternoon was supposed to be a full practice for us. It ended up being a review session because in the morning the kids picked up everything.
Today we're going into the Pro Bowl. They'll get to see some of that stuff. You know, and again, it's stuff that they don't even know how special it is to that. There's a lot of kids that are at home that want to be in this game.
I mean, first of all, when you walk in that stadium, I mean, that is a professional stadium. A lot of kids haven't had that opportunity before, so they get to walk in that tunnel, and then they're going to see some of the players that they see on TV, and you know, I'm sure they're going to be in awe of how big these guys are. Now these guys have the opportunity to be them in some years. We've already shown them some of our classes, some of our members that have graduated. Kids had a little bit more pep in their step, knowing that, you know, this could be something to start, you know, a career for them.
You know, there is no other youth football game, league, whatever, that is even on the same page, bar none.
All right, we are back once again live at the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star Game being played here at Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. 1st and 10 for the East. We're looking at flags down on that one. Let's see what they're doing. Are they going to call false start or encroachment? It is going to be false start on the offense. East, that's going to back them up 5. They're now back into their own territory at the 48. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 15 on that one. Full fourth quarter left, 12 minutes. 21-16 is the game. This is going to turn out the way both of the coaches said that it would. They obviously, when I say talking out of both sides of their mouth, I don't mean in a bad way, but they had said it's either going to be super tight or it's going to be a blowout, one way or the other. West, Leroy Owens, head coach, said, look, here's the deal. If we get the chance to score twice, they're never going to catch us. We're going to take off with everything. But I think it's going to be a tight game. And then, due respect from Nasir, Coach Gaines, said, look, I'm going up against a monumental staff. And he said, take a look at the kids. The kids are making the coaches look small now. He said one way or the other, I think this is just going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. I don't think it's going to be a blowout runaway. I think it's going to be tight. Well, guess what? 5-point game, 11:15 left to go in the fourth. It's tight. East ball going my left to right on camera at the 43. Second and somewhere around 6. Handoff goes to number 1. Number 1 takes that left side. Gabe Kemp from the Brick City Lions. Calling Newark, New Jersey home. Fighting their way forward. He works his way up to about the 33. Kemp putting East in a great position. They're moving the chains. It's a 1st and 10. Yeah, Gabe has been phenomenal today, Trisha. That's for sure. Actually, if I go backwards, I think Trisha was Mark. Either way, one way or the other. If it's not, whoever that is, Gabe's been putting it up today, that's for sure. Some hard hitters, some great plays. He's been his name has been out there several times, that's for sure. Big East well represented. All right, that one winds up kind of pinballing his way left-hand side. No loss, no gain. We're going to call it second and the same, second and somewhere around 10. I don't know if that was a timeout or not. Nope, just an end of play whistle.
My apologies, Mom. Here.
So it is a flag. All right, holding was the call on East.
And it looks like a holding on the play.
Holding was the call on the East. Going to back them up to the 43. That's going to back them up 10. Replaying first is going to be 1st and 20.
That's going to make it 1st and 20.
Just from family from Jersey. I'm sorry, Tricia. My apologies. Well, I can tell you this much, Trish. All of the kids from Brick City and you know, especially the coaching staff as well. Nasir, it's the first time I really got to speak to Nasir. I've spoken to him over the years. I've spoken to the Brick City president, both her and him, going back over the years. Ball winds up loose. West is jumping up and down. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a fumble. West winds up with the ball. I don't know if number 58 grabbed it or not, but number 58 definitely came out of the pack with the ball. Let's watch the Varsity Media replay because I did not see the play. I literally was looking elsewhere. So tackle made. 58 comes in from behind. He's on top of that one, I believe. Yeah, it was him that grabbed it, number 58. So number 58, Elijah Willis from the Eastside Cowboys in Michigan, who shared some stuff with me on media night. And the last couple of days, his father had recently passed. And I'm not trying to bring the broadcast down, but he was very humble about it, speaking about his love for his old man. And we discussed the fact that he's in the My Parent Is Missing club, and nobody wants to be there, but eventually, you know, we all will be. And he said that he carries the same last man and his same last name as his old man, and he is dedicating his performance and this game to his old man. I'm literally getting teary-eyed thinking about it. Was just such a good kid, and he got very quiet and he got teary-eyed discussing it. So I'm sure that his old man is looking down at that play and is extremely happy at what Elijah wound up doing on that play. Congratulations, Elijah. Great play. Great fumble recovery, man. So the West crowd comes very, very alive out in the stands, cheering on offense. Quick official timeout. Getting the trainer running across the field. Now we're back to live ball. Here we go. Ref is counting it down. All right, they got it before the delay of game. Number 3, pass to number 7. Turning his way through. He's turning on the afterburners. Is he going to make his way in? That's it. Number 7 West. Amir Lemon from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio pushes that one in, throws 6 more up on the board. Touchdown, West. Here's the Varsity Media replay. No doubt he's looking at him the whole time. Pass complete. Starts off this way, stiff arms his way through. That's enough to get a couple of more yards. And then he jukes his way forward at the 24 to 25 and says, you know what? It's all me from here. Crosses his way in, lets the ball go. Touchdown, West. It's now 22-21. 9:17 left to go in the game, and they are set to kick. Once again, EK from the Gin Elite Panthers is the holder. Snap there, placement down, kick up. It is good. That throws 2 more up on the board, increasing the score. West is now 24 as they take the lead for the first time in the game. East 21, 9:17 left to go in the fourth. And we're going to go into a commercial break. Here we go.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
All right, we are back fresh out of commercial. Varsity Media, appreciate you and all you guys and ladies are doing with the broadcast here at the Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. Facility's phenomenal, that's for sure. Multi-million-dollar center to our right. When they show the scoreboard, you'll see the Masters Academy sign lit up. Got bleachers, nice. Concession stands open. Life is good. Mr. Gilad, how are you, sir? President's right behind me, saying hello. He's asking me how I'm doing. Are you ready for that? He asked me how I'm doing. I'm more worried about what he's doing.
It's a great game.
Appreciate it, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe leaning in, enjoying everything from up here. Got little.
Appreciate all your help and support.
Joe, please. My pleasure, sir. My pleasure. Thank you for having me. Like I said, this place is just like family. I mean, Joe literally calls, says hello, texts you. You can't beat it. You know, you name another league where you can reach out and talk to the president. I'll wait.
What a great play.
I'm not waiting that long. You know why? Because you're not going to find one. Period. You can get him on the phone. He talks to you. He'll be part of the welcoming committee when you become part of the family, if you become part of the family. If you're listening and you're debating it, I don't know why you're debating it anymore. Just reach out. Email Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com. He'll put you in contact with Dee Grayer, our National Football Commissioner, or with Tara Rakelli. If you're on the cheer side, you could be watching football and still want to join on the cheer side. Tara Rakelli will walk you through and guide you both on her side as well as through the different committee people that work their way through from the different regions, our region heads. Just under 9 minutes to go on the not running clock, but the clock is currently running. 24 for the West, 21 for the East. West getting their first lead of the game as they scored the touchdown and kicked for 2. Dee Grayer down there in front of us. You can't see him on camera now, but he just walked right through. It looks like he's making his way to the right to go talk to one or two of the coaches. He's actually telling somebody to back up because he doesn't belong on the field to begin with. All right, here we go. We're back live again. East has the ball. Second and about 13, double chaining it. West defense scoping it out. Direct snap, number 3, takes it left. So Mekhi Walker takes that left side. He winds up being tackled by number 52 of the West. Number 52 is DeAndre Hill from the Old Town Ducks in Michigan. One of the Michigan boys. They were great all week long. Here's the Varsity Media replay. Look at that run. They go left, look at 52, timing it, wrapping them up, makes the tackle just inside of the 20 at the 18. Play continues, third and about 13. Michigan boys definitely were great. They're very respectful kids. I say kids. They're 14, 15 years old. Some of them are bigger than I am. And I'm not what you're going to call small, that's for sure. I'm 6'1", 325. Some of these kids made me look tiny. This is definitely probably one of the largest classes we've seen come through the 16 annual All-Star games that we've held. Definitely big boys. East, suddenly, it seems like momentum has shifted slightly. East is now fourth in the better part of at least 12, if not close to 13. Double chaining it. West seems to have turned on the defense big time. Let's see what's going to wind up happening. It looks like they're long snapping and going to punt. They got 6:30 left to go. So it's a nice snap. It's a kick. That kick is up there. Hang time good. It takes a straight bounce. It's grabbed by number 72 on the East before it had the chance to go anywhere else. Pisani from Treasure Coast, Florida, number 72, another great kid. I mean, I realize I'm saying about them all, but they really were just good kids. West is going to be right at midfield as they start their possession. 6:23 left to go in the game. They're up by 3. What's the strategy? What do? Got a bunch of coaches out there, Facebook land. What do? Do you start the run? Do you start your grind now? Do you look to just pass it, score again, and then give your opponent one chance to score? Do you run it? Do you keep doing what you're doing? You've got a couple of turnovers. What are the thoughts? They're calling timeout because guess what? West wants to figure out what they're doing as well.
Your score, Team West 24, Team East 21.
Courtney, I agree with you. Number 3 is definitely going to be throwing the ball. I mean, Luke has just been phenomenal. He's another one that, pretty humble during media and the balance of the days coming in, but he was one that said, hey, look, you're going to see me throw. We may not have runners, but you're going to see me throw. Tall kid, good field of vision, obviously got pretty good moves. You've seen him spin several times throughout the course of the game. Not a joke out there. Bunch of talented kids. This is the non-pay-to-play 8th grade all-star game. I like using that phrase because all of the other ones call themselves all-star games, but they're really not. This is the only true 8th grade all-star game in the country. And it is the 2024 American Youth Football 8th grade all-star game coming to you live from Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. Go through the thank you list once again as we start calling a game. 1st and 10 midfield, fresh off the timeout. West going my right to left, camera right to left. Handoff.
Straight up the middle.
Goes right side of center. I mean, again, you just got a group of guys that are just stopping that run from number 20. Elijah Harris been making plays all day. He's literally no loss, no gains. 2nd, and they gave him 1. So we're going to call it 2nd and 9. So again, if you're out there in Facebook land or YouTube land and you want to become part of the AYF family, email Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com. Craig will start you off with either D. Grayer on the football side or Tara Rakelli on the cheer side. Yes, you can become part of the cheer family. Cheer AYF family. Well, they're done. They're going to try to get momentum, try to bleed the clock. Is that a smart move? Sure, why not? Short pass, wide open, ran right out of his shoes. Tackle made right out of his shoe. Number 2 winds up grabbing that one. He's up to the 44. Going to be about 4 yards shy of the first. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. My shoe. 84 lost his shoe. I love calling that one out. Jamori Dennis from Mississippi literally ran right out of his shoe. 3rd and 4. So again, you want to join the family? Tell me another organization of this side where the president, you can get him on the phone. He answers, he talks to you. He's here. He's amongst the crowd. He was up here. He's down on the field. He's talking with the kids. Tell me another one where you could do that. Tell me another company you could do that with. Vice President of Cheer and Football Operations. Number 20, picking up a 1st and 10, now up to the 35. Guess what? Was it a good idea for them to ground and pound? Well, so far it looks like it's working out. You can hear their crowd definitely excited. Here comes the replay on that run. Dead center, works his way up, tackle made. They're moving the chains. It's a 1st and 10. There you go. So now we're in a timeout. Worked quite well for West. Let's see if it continues. With 4:28 left to go, they got to get a couple of more first downs to run the clock out completely. So let's see what winds up happening. You know, again, I go back to the AYF's family and things along that line. Thanking our sponsors. That starts off with Roman Oben from the NFL. Play Football, the official youth partner of the NFL. AYF and NFL Play Football. Roman, we appreciate all you do. Not just with us, with the leadership team, with Craig and your partnership with him and your friendship with him, but everything that you do with the NFL for the kids, the experience this entire weekend. Throughout the course of the year, everything that goes on. I mean, this weekend is just phenomenal. You tell me, and just name one. I don't care. Name one company where you're coming down for the All-Star game and you get to go to a professional football game. Oh, so that happens? Well, do you get to go to the Pro Bowl? Do you get tickets for the Pro Bowl? The kids get tickets to the Pro Bowl, courtesy of Roman and the NFL. I greatly appreciate it. I mean, the experience is just phenomenal. They went to the practice today. They get to watch them practice. They get some signatures. Two kids actually caught balls that were thrown into the crowd as they were playing catch with everybody. In the crowd, literally, they throw them to the kids. I mean, it's crazy. And then, you know, they get the game like this, and then they get to go to the Pro Bowl. All of the sponsorships and the swag or the drip or whatever they're calling it this week that the kids wind up getting from all of their sponsors. And you'll see throughout the course of the commercials and on the replays and some of the videos that you'll see, they name all of the sponsors. I mean, Nike giving the uniforms. I mean, literally, soup to nuts, socks, pants. It's just like the NFL. It's the same stuff that the NFL people wear. Gloves. Oakley came through with visors and sunglasses. There were headbands, Zenith backplates, mouthpieces, Prime water bottles, Dick's Sporting Goods was one of them. I mean, again, I'm forgetting them. I apologize. I don't have all of the sponsors in front of me. Blingware with the championship cups. Just everything. You know, lunch is given to the kids, dinner given to the kids, the bus rides back and forth from the hotel to the practice field, from the hotel to this actual, Masters Academy, the actual game itself. You know, the experience is second to none. We basically tell the parents, hey, look, after the parents' meeting, they're ours from 6:30 to 10 o'clock at night every day. Parents are invited to a group discount code to join us at the Pro Bowl. They don't have to if they don't want to. After the game, the kids are bussed back to the hotel, and then they're free to do what they want. They can go home. They can hang out for a couple of days. You want to go to Disney, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. Disney's not sponsoring this, so whatever you want to do. You want to go to Universal? I don't care. It doesn't matter what you want to do. But the experience is literally second to none. I mean, the stuff that these kids get and what they do, you can just see the smiles on their faces the whole way through.
West lines up. 2nd and 14.
All right, weird movement on that one. That's going to be illegal motion or illegal shift, depends on what they call it. One way or the other, it's going to be 5 yards. So it's going to be 5 yards on the West.
And it's going to be another false start on the West.
Can't have that many guys moving at the same time. You can have one moving, you can have three moving, but then two of them got a set, and they didn't do so. They had more than one moving. So that flag's down, and it looks like it's going to be a timeout East with 2:55 left to go in the fourth. And we're going to go to a break. We'll be back in a minute.
Just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
And we are back right after the Varsity Media commercial. Varsity Media looking to help out any of the kids throughout their high school career. I mean, obviously, if you're from California, it's going to be a little difficult, but geographically, reach out for Varsity Media. If they could video your high school, video your child, your participant, you know, it'll help out tremendously. That's for sure. Hope you get some exposure. Hopefully get recruited into some pretty good schools. I mean, we'd like to see everybody that's on the field get scholarships to play in their colleges, but the reality of it is sometimes that's not a reality for kids. So if you can't get a sportsman scholarship, put your brain to work.
Kids on the sideline, please hold the ball.
Taking off, everybody was looking left, but the ball's right-hand side. Number 1 winds up pushing that one in out of nowhere. I mean, everybody was looking left, and that ball came right-hand side out of nowhere. I think everybody thought number 7 was going to wind up with the ball. Let's go. Here comes the Varsity Media replay. Everybody's looking. You got to hear the people in the crowd. It's crazy. Either way, West now increases their lead 30-21, and the extra point attempt is coming.
Elvis Kousakis, touchdown to West. Kids on the east sideline, please stop throwing the ball.
All right, here we go. Snap, place, kick is up and good. 2:45 left to go in the fourth. It is 30-21. All right, was there a flag down on that one? Apparently there was. Flag on the play. False start was the call. That's going to back them up 5. They're going to replay the extra point. All right, here we go.
So here we go once again. Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point attempt. The snap. Placement down. Kick is up. And it's good. 32-21. It's an 11-point, 2-possession game with 2:45 left to go in the fourth. Now we got a man a little slow getting up.
Hey, got a man on the turf. Team West.
All right, here we go. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
All right, we're back live. However, just left off camera. We got a man a little slow getting up. Trainer looking at what appears to be his ankle. You hear the crowd yelling, take a knee. Not really sure how to talk through this one. This is one of the worst feelings you can get in a football game when you got kids that are this big, and then you see a kid go down holding either his ankle or his knee, with the trainer taking a long look and a bunch of people gathered around him. It's just, I feel like a knife in my gut right now. But he is standing up and looks like he's going to be leaving the field on his own. Thank God. Blessings among us. He's a little slow, but he's walking on his own. Let's hope he's better and back in the game quickly. I don't have a number to give out. I can't see it. It's being covered by the coaches that are surrounding him, so I apologize. I can't report it, but one way or the other, it doesn't matter. The blessings are the same. Let's hope that he's better and back in the game quickly. All right, so the kid walking off the field, I've been told, is number 99, Chatham Isom, who I spoke about earlier, from Arizona, the Chandler Bears. Great kid. Let's hope that he's okay and everything is cool. He's walking on his own. Doesn't appear to be anything serious. He's just making his way back. Let's hope that it's a little bit of strain, not even a sprain, and then he's back in relatively quickly.
Back to return.
All right, here we go. West is going to be kicking to the east. Back at the game, let's paint the picture. 32-21, it's a two-possession game. 2:45 left to go in the game. The momentum has certainly shifted. East kicks that one short to number 21. He was down. The ball's loose. They're still fighting over it, but his knee was clearly down. That play is going to be whistled dead. So East is going to be starting off from about the 44.
Had the ball at their own 44-yard line. First and 10.
They're going to be first and 10 when play continues. And like I said, score, West 32, East 21. It's a two-possession game no matter what. They throw 6 up on the board and get to 27. They kick it for 2. That brings them to 29. They still got to score again. At a minimum, they got to do a field goal to tie it. Beyond that, who knows what's going to happen? Let's wait and see what plays out. Game time, 2:45. Real life time, we probably got 15 plus left. 15 minutes left in reality. Going to be the longest 2 minutes and 45 seconds for a lot of people here.
2:45 left to play in the fourth quarter. First and 10.
East General Manager Lou Montanaro in his signature walk to the right. Way out of the way, Adam Loffer from AYF making his way over there with his son in tow. You can hear the West folks right in front of me cheering on their defense. Back to pass. Pass in the air. Being aired out. Up. Is there going to be a flag on that one? Yes, there's a flag. So pure speculation on my part. We know it's going to be pass interference. Let's see who it's against. I mean, I don't like making the call before I see the refs make the call. Pass interference on the defense is the call. So that's going to be 15 yards from the old line. So they're going to be moving from the 44 up to the 41. And it's going to give them another first and 10.
Penalty on the defense. That'll bring up first and 10 for the East. At the West, 41-yard line.
Crossing right in front of me now, Leanne, Tara, Tara, and Chris. Appreciate all you do when you hear this back. You'll hear me saying thank you. You three are the motor behind the machine. We appreciate everything that you've done during this experience with the AYF All-Star Game and everything you've done for the kids. So here comes number 1 taking it around right-hand side. He's wrapped up. Tackle made at about the 35 or so. Picks up 6. Now going to be 2nd and 4.
35, pick up 6 on the plate. I bring up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock that's running.
2:15 and counting.
East apparently has 2 timeouts left. West apparently has 2 timeouts left. They are definitely going to play in. There is no 2-minute timeout like there is in the professionals here. East is taking the line. West defense is set. They're looking aggressive. Secondaries shifting slightly. 3 takes the snap. Pressure on. 7 says, guess what? You're going nowhere. Amir Lemon, Gin Elite Panthers from Ohio, makes that sack on number 3, Micaiah Walker. And we got a man a little slow getting up. Here comes the replay. He looks left initially, starts shifting right, but number 7, just no chance on getting away. I mean, I didn't see where Lemon came from, but man, he was all kinds of on top of him. Number 75 for East was the injured man. Little slow getting up is Aiden Vernon from the North Philly Blackhawks. He's all right leaving the field on his own. Let's hope he's better and back in the game quickly. Clock stopped at 1:33. Left to go in the fourth. It was an injury timeout, so the clock will start again on the refs, and that it does. East is slowly making their way to the line. I mean, minute 20 left to go, a 2-possession game, and you're walking to the line. It doesn't seem like they should be doing that to me, but hey, what the hell do I know? I'm just a fat announcer with a microphone. I don't know nothing. 84 in motion, close side to far side. Airing it out right side. Number 4 is out of bounds, as was number 2, but it's incomplete anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's going to stop the clock at 1:02. Big Ben from Varsity Media makes his way back in from down at the field, calling things down on the field. Ben, thank you for all you do, brother. Varsity Media doing the production today, and it is a dynamite production. Here comes the replay. We're live. Never mind. Experiencing technical difficulties. Fooled ya. It went. All right, here we go. Here's the real replay. You get to see him way out of bounds. So no matter what, number 2 or number 4, either one gets it, it's dead ball. You can't go out of bounds and then do that like that. So they are literally cheering offense and defense. There's no reason anybody should be sitting down. Travis, I was asking the same thing, like, what's going on here? And they get to the line, and it's a timeout called West. West didn't like what they saw. West defense says, let's call a timeout and huddle up. 1:02 left to go in the game. It's a 2-possession game. I mean, honestly, it looks like East is playing like if they score, it's going to be good. It's a 2-possession game no matter what. It's 11 points. The most you're going to get, 6 for the touchdown, 2 on a kick, then you got a field goal to tie it. So no matter what, it's a 2-possession game. Timeouts are going to come into play here. West just spent the second of their 3. East still has 2. East seems cool as a cucumber. They see no pressure at all. They're relaxed. You don't hear anybody yelling. You don't hear the coaches screaming. Everybody's demeanor is nice and relaxed. West coming back onto the field after all of the coaches are out there, giving them a little bit of a defensive pep talk. So 4th and 10 East, 1:02 left to go. AYF, 8th grade all-star game from the Masters Academy in Oviedo, Florida. Once again, thanking our partners in the NFL, Roman Oben, Nike, and everybody else that did something for the kids. Pass in the air is batted down. Incomplete, number 58. Winds up getting his hands on it. Elijah Willis from the Eastside Cowboys in Michigan, who, again, him and I shared a couple of teary-eyed moments at the fact that he had lost his dad recently and was playing this game for him. Well, Elijah, I assure you, your old man is extremely happy with the performance that he's seeing down on that field by you today. That's for sure.
59 seconds left to play.
You got less than a minute to go. 1st and 10 West.
Let's go.
Yeah, 1st and 10 West. We literally should not even see a live play here. If we're smart, we shouldn't see a live play. Should not risk anybody getting hurt, but I've seen sillier things, so let's wait and see what happens down below. You got a bunch of handshaking going on, a bunch of hand slapping going on. Like I said, the great sportsmanship and everything along that line, just one way or the other.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised, no parents are allowed on the field.
Yeah, parents are not going to be allowed on the field, bro. You're not going down onto the field. All right, so we should see probably another snap. Again, it's just a knee. It's a technicality to let it run out, so. Travis, I saw your message. All right, that's going to bring us to the end of regulation. We got 20 seconds left on the clock, but West is going to wind up on top 32-21. I mean, on my side, giant round of applause to everybody down there on the field. Coaches, participants, east side, west side. I mean, everything that led into today and watching everything that went on with these kids and their experience here and everything that AYF represents is just insane. It really has been one of the better gatherings for the American Youth Football 8th grade All-Star game. You really can't beat it.
Let's not forget the NFL for all their support. Let's go. Good night.
Mute. All right, now live and in the stadium, we are going for the postgame show, where you're going to see the awards of both the MVP and the championship. (32-21) was the final. West over East. Once again, a reminder, as they're wrapping up down there, parents, you are not allowed on the field. Please take your pictures outside of the field, all the way to your left when the game is over. No one is allowed on the turf. Please do not make your way out onto the track or the field. You'll have plenty of time to take pictures outside of the field. The man in the blue shirt right there at the 25 will hunt you down. He's not sure he's happy I said that or not happy.
That AYF has seen. That's one of the best games. Good hitting, good hustle, good scoring, good technique. Let's hear it for each other.
All right, so I'm going to go a little bit more live on Facebook than I am out to the audience, kind of leaning over so the microphone doesn't pick me up as you're speaking out there on the field. I can tell you, as you heard me say earlier today, I think that this is probably one of the larger sets of kids, participants that we've seen come through any of the 16 8th grade All-Star games that I've seen. And I can also tell you that they are probably one of the more humble and respectful group of kids, that's for sure. Down on the field, you're watching the president of AYF, Joe Galat, give a little bit of a pep talk to the kids, give a little bit of a speech to the kids. I'm not sure if he's giving out the awards or who's going to be giving out the MVP award and the championship trophy, but Joe is down there chatting with the kids. You know, again, our thanks to, and I've said his name 1,000 times today, Roman, from NFL, Roman Oben. Appreciate you, man. I haven't seen you this week yet, but looking forward to shaking your hand tomorrow and saying thank you once again. Appreciate all you do for us, for the kids, the experiences throughout the course of the year, but especially this one. I mean, this one's crazy. Pro Bowl tomorrow with all of the kids is going to be great. Joe clapping it up with the boys. Well, down there is the who's who of AYF.
All right,
AYF's family. Now you've got you got D. Grayer, and he's the National Football Commissioner, and you've got Craig Carahuda, Vice President of Cheer and Football Operations down there with the 8th grade All-Star Game MVP ball.
I also have
So here comes MVP. Let's see who winds up grabbing it.
for all years to commemorate the year. Your coaches will get them and give them out to you later. Okay, have them in the bag. So the East MVP for the 2024 AYF 8th grade All-Star Game goes to number 66, Amos. Big boy was eating.
All right, from the East team, number 66, Tank, winds up the MVP of the East. I'm sure that the chat is going to go crazy on that one. Number 66, Tank. I literally don't even know the gentleman's first name. That's all they called him throughout the course of the last couple of days. It's just been Tank.
Amir Lemon, number 7.
Number 7 for the West. Number 7, Amir Lemon from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio gets the MVP for the West. Congratulations, number 7, Amir Lemon from the Gin Elite Panthers in Ohio getting the MVP for the West.
Listen up, guys. We got Chris here. He's done a great
All right,
job,
folks, one way or the other, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I'd like to thank everybody that made this entire weekend possible. Not going to go through the entire list of everybody, but here's a quick list of thank yous. Joe Galat, Adam Loffer, Tara Carahuda, Craig Carahuda, Chris Petrich, Leanne, everybody else that's come in from all of the other regions to help out and make this all happen. To all of our sponsors, specifically, once again, Roman Oben from the NFL, to all of the coaches, Lawrence Lee, Lou Montanaro, the team staff that you put together, Nasir Gaines, Leroy Owens, both of you for talking to me and allowing me to become part of all of this. To Joe and Adam and Craig for allowing me to sit here. Ben from Varsity Media and your team, thank you very much for all you guys do. Allowing me to sit with you guys in the broadcast. That is second to none, that's for sure. You saw the water jug just get poured over the head coach. A little bit chilly for the water jug, but I'm sure he'll take it and he likes it. Again, participants, coaches, that right there is what it's all about. One family, one love. AYF, American Youth Football. Want to become part of it? Email Craig at AmericanYouthFootball.com, VarsityMedia.com. Check it out. Catch some of their stuff. You got a bunch of commercials that they showed what they can do to help you with recruiting in your career and making sure that you shine so you can get into a better college with a better scholarship. Ben, thank you. Craig, Adam, Joe, thank you. This is Michael Aloy for American Youth Football Broadcast. I am out. Stay blessed, folks. Be well.